Hey everyone, this is Radio KD25, and just really quickly I'm going to explain what this video is about. So basically, when I purchased my lace closure and I did the video, I did state that my knots were bleached. Unfortunately, just from being overexcited about receiving the closure, I realized maybe about the couple of next days when I was washing the closure, just to my discovery, the knots are not bleached. I still see black dots and I'm not okay with that. So I took matters into my own hands and I went on a couple of hair boards and asked, you know, basically how could I correct this problem, because I had saw so many resolutions as to the problem that I was having. And you know, from the previous video, my lace closure, it does look like it was bleached, but basically it's like an orange brownish tint, as well as the hair. Some of the hair was reddish brownish, orange looking basically. So I did a little research and I boiled it down to about 3 things. Either the bleach did not sit long enough, either it was over bleached, or basically what was the third one? It needed to be RIT dyed again. And I didn't think that it needed to be RIT dyed because the knots were not bleached. If the knots were bleached and it was just like all, you know, orangey looking or whatever, the lace, that is, the lace, if the lace was just orangey looking, then maybe I would have considered, you know, dipping it in tea bag or doing a RIT dye, you know, color remover for my lace. But if that wasn't the case, my knots were still visible. I saw, you know, basically little black dots. When you're lifting hair and if you want to get to the blonde, basically it goes from dark, you know, dark brown, brown, red, orange, gold, like a dirty blonde, lighter blonde, and then bam, like a platinum blonde. So basically I was in that brown, red, gold, orange stage and it was not lifted all the way. So I went ahead and did a couple of things. I did some reinforcement to the closure. Stay tuned. I'm gonna go in my living room where the closure is, and I'm gonna show the products that I bought and what I'm doing so far with the closure. Okay, you guys, so this is the closure. And before you get to thinking, what is she doing? Why does she go ahead and just, you know, do the process of bleaching it lighter if it's already bleached? Well, when I went to the beauty supply store, of course, the worker did not know what bleach knot was, and you know, she tried to show me a store, you know, the store closures, and I'm like, that's not the same. But we did have a conversation about bleaching, and she told me, you know, you might want to be careful with bleaching it again because it might not take well when you do it. She told me to do a small patch test, and I went ahead and did a small patch test before I did this. But the products that I used to do this, before I get into what happened with the small patch test, I bought this. This is the Davina 20 volume cream developer, and it was about 99 cents. I bought this because I saw the other stuff that people usually use, but that's such a huge bottle, and you know, I'm not a professional at this. I don't want to waste my money and I mess something up and then I have this cream developer that I don't even need. But anyway, I bought this 20 volume cream developer, and I went ahead and got this. This is BW 2000 Dust Free Lightening Concentrate. This is basically, I guess, bleach powder. And I went ahead, I only used a little bit because it's only for that little closure, so I only used a little bit of both. But I went ahead and mixed it in this bowl to the consistency that I needed it to be, which was, you know, kind of creamy, whatever. I went ahead and did that. And I did the small patch test right at the back of this area where I'm just, you know, kind of circling around. just a small area, because I did not know if it needed to be lifted again, and I didn't want to make the mistake of doing the whole thing and it didn't come out right and I have a ruined closure, because honestly I've already ruined my closure by pulling that strip off that I shouldn't have pulled off. So anyway, I did that, and then after I, you know, applied a generous amount to that little small area, I got a shower cap and put it on the styrofoam mannequin head, because this is basically nailed down with my needle to my styrofoam mannequin head. And after I did that, I got my blow dryer, my Conair blow dryer. This blow dryer is awesome. I took the thing off so it's just direct heat, you know, the little attachment that has the comb or whatever, the comb slash brush. I took that off because I want to direct heat. And what I did, which I believe makes a very huge difference when you have a heat source, because you're gonna need a heat source to lift that color. Now it says off, low, and high. So what I did was I did low at first, and I looked at it, I kept looking at it, and it was lifting, and then I switched to high. Now high really got it lifted fast, you guys, and this is only a 20 developer. So mind you, of course my knots were already kind of bleached, so they didn't need to be bleached that long, but I'm saying this because when you are using the heat source, I think it makes a very huge difference. So when I do this again, I'm actually gonna just gonna put it on low and monitor it. And that's gonna be it. I'm gonna come back and show you guys the finished results of bleaching the closure, bleaching the knots, and yeah, I'm just gonna go from there. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. Okay, so this is the final result of me bleaching the hair again, and it basically came out how I wanted it and needed it to be. It looks way more realistic. All those the reddish tint is basically gone. The orangeness from it is gone. Basically, you know, of course, since it was already bleached, I kind of did over bleach it, and my the roots of the hair are now blonde. But Poison Flower Ivy just came out with a video for fixing over bleached knots, over bleached knots, and I'm basically gonna end up doing that. But this is how it looks, you guys. And I put this is just a pantyhose, honestly. I just put the pantyhose right on the head or whatever, and put the closure on top just to see how natural it looks. And it looks very natural. Very natural. This is just a sheer pantyhose, like a beige color, but that's how it looks. And when I rinse the bleach off, I use this shampoo to tone those red and gold and brassy looking, you know, tones. If you're gonna bleach your knots and you don't want any red, orange, or goldish looking tones, this is what you use. Use the opposites of those colors, which is like, you know, a purple blue type of formula, type of lightning, whatever you want to call it, to tone it down basically. And that's exactly what it did, because I really don't have any more brown. Well, I do have some, but as far as the reddish in it, this is a 1B, so of course it's gonna have brown, but not that light apparent brown, you know, mixed with red and orange. It's still a little bit in there, but of course I'm gonna fix that when I do the root touch up. But I just wanted to show you guys how it looked. I went ahead and parted it, but it is freestyle parting. I don't feel like parting another area, but yeah. This is how it looks. I'm surprised with my results, and I'm just gonna you know, do a root touch up, hopefully install pretty soon, and come back to show you all what it looks like. Thanks for watching.